Real Orange is next on PBS SoCal.
Coming up, they hail from different parts of the county, but they all have one common goal: sharing the wonder and possibilities of education with our kids.
Join us as we meet Orange County's Teachers of the Year next on Real Orange.
And thanks for joining us once again. I'm Ann Police.
And I'm Ed Arnold.
Reading, writing, and remarkable. We get the chance to learn a little bit about Orange County's teachers who score an A+, both in and out of the classroom.
We'll hear from the Orange County Superintendent of Schools for the Department of Education, Bill Habermill, about why these teachers made the grade.
Once a year, each school district is invited to submit 1 to 3 nominees for the Teachers of the Year. The applications are reviewed and the semi-finalists are interviewed by a panel of community representatives. In the end, there are 5 finalists.
Let's take a peek at our first 2 who both have a love of the written word.
Jelinek, a teacher at University High School in Irvine who brings language to life for her students.
And Maureen Roe from Santiago Canyon College, who takes advantage of every moment of every day.
To me, English is way beyond the comma and the semicolon and the period. It's applying those things to life and caring about things beyond the classroom.
I see actual people. That's the sort of thing you want to put in there as well. Personal experience, yes. Write about what you know.
She's like awesome. I mean, I actually look forward to going to class.
She just makes you relax during class, and I enjoy that a lot.
Everyone at Santiago Canyon College is very proud of Maureen Roe, a dynamic young faculty member who is deeply committed to providing the best possible educational experience for her students.
She's able to take students all the way from the smallest building block, basic skills level, all the way through critical thinking courses and really have them mastering subjects that are quite complex.
The quotes I like to put on my syllabus is that simple minds discuss people and ordinary minds discuss events, but extraordinary minds discuss ideas.
It made me feel more connected to the class and understanding what's going on around me.
She has an energy, she cares about students, you can tell that, and it overflows into anything that Maureen does. Nothing stops her from working.
It's just, that's how Mo is. I mean, she wouldn't know what to do with herself.
We've all in the department received emails from her that come at 3 or 2 a.m. and some of us have responded with the "go to sleep, Mo."
She never sleeps. Never sleeps.
Well, it's sort of a necessity because I have 5 children. And so between working and coming home and helping them with their many activities, that's the only time I can really do stuff, is post 11.
Welcome to Real Orange, Orange County Teacher of the Year finalists, Jelinek and Maureen Roe. Nice to have you both with us, and congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Why did you become a teacher, Jean?
I pretty much thought that would be where I'd end up. Explored some other avenues, worked in theater for a while, but I think in the end I knew down deep that what I loved to do, work with young kids and work with literature and that kind of thing, that my skills probably meant that that's where I needed to end up. And I think I made the right choice.
I think you did. Kids think so too. And how about you, Maureen?
Well, I always knew that I loved learning, and if I had had my way in college, I would have just been a perpetual student. Yeah. My parents wouldn't have appreciated that. But I soon realized after starting teaching that as a teacher, I learned something every day. I mean, teachers are learners. I learned from my students, my colleagues, from prepping for my classes. So I figure I'm doing what I love, which is learning, and I'm getting paid for it.
Mm. Oh, that's wonderful, too. Jean, the challenges, what are some of the challenges you face today?
Well, the kids where I'm teaching particularly, they have a lot on their plate. And so to be a teenager now and to be college bound or to be navigating, you know, school to work demands is tough on them. So to always remember that the whole student needs my attention and my understanding. Sometimes you get caught up and you've got to make, you know, I teach an AP class, and so we've got to make that deadline and we've got to get those kids up to part, but you got to kind of always remember to take care of them as people first, and that can be hard.
In your case, because you're teaching on a community college level, what challenges do you face?
Well, teaching English, I teach students who may not want to be in my classes because they're not English majors. So there's always a challenge to just get them to see that what I do is relevant and that they'll use these skills. But on a broader level, it's just to motivate them to get through, to see that there's a finish line, and that once they leave my classroom and the college, they'll be able to do something with the degree.
And you want them to get into the college as well. And when you find this, are the kids motivated? I know the ones you have, especially those who are in special classes, those who are intelligent, we know that. Most of them are going to wind up getting into college. But what about those that may be the average students?
Yeah, and I've worked a majority of my career with at-risk and specifically with literacy challenged kids. With those kids, it is to hook them, engage them, make them see that the real power that they will have as a human being comes from what they can say, what they can write, what they can know. And you can do that. It's hard, but you can do that. And if you hook them, you engage them, and let them go, they'll make their way to where they're supposed to be.
What does it do for you when you see one of these kids, perhaps one that might have been a borderline kid, and make it?
It's huge. It's an amazing feeling to reap the kind of reward that gives. It doesn't happen as often or as dramatically as we'd all like. Sometimes it's very subtle, the message that what you've done has really impacted this kid in a positive way. So you get good at seeing evidence of their growth.
What about you? And when you see the success you have with those, some of them that don't want to be in the class in the first place. I know in my case, when I went to Santa Ana College, I was in an English class. I really didn't want to be there, didn't think I should be there, but I had to be there because it was a requirement. But,
Sure.
but how do you get these folks in? What goes through your mind when you see, I've reached this kid, I've reached this adult, because many of them, as you see, are adults as well.
Well, I always have to tell myself before I'm opening the door to go into my classroom that it's showtime. That, you know, part of what I do is an entertainer, and the knowledge just comes from that. And so I feel like if I'm entertaining them while passing on the knowledge, and I'm also making it relevant to them, allowing them to write about things that they care about, whether it be their future career or just an interest that they have, that maybe I can convince them that what they're doing isn't so bad. And funny enough, when I was at the Teacher of the Year ceremony, a young woman came up to me and said, I was just given Teacher of the Year for my school, and you taught me when I was at Chapman University.
Wow.
So I was
That's
floored.
great.
I guess congratulations to both of you, great representatives of great people, because we have so many great teachers in Orange County that don't get the notoriety they should, and we thank you both.